Hello.
Are you, Scott, you're from Hey You Guys.
Yeah.
Do you start every interview with Hey You Guys? Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is that the
Why
thing?
not?
Yeah, really.
We have a whole roster of people saying it to us. You can join it if you wish, if you can say it correctly, obviously.
Hey you go. Hey you guys. You're a guy. Oh, it doesn't work when it's singular. Right, it's right. I diverged. Come on, let's get into
Let's get into it. Congrats on the show, guys.
Thank you.
There's lots to unpack, but I have to start with the important journalistic questions. What's the best beer or ale you found down in Cornwall? Has
Oh,
been asked.
oh, it was Pete. So we had a surf instructor who very early on in week one was tasked with teaching James and I how to surf because we have that surfing scene. As you can see, it happened very early on in the process. So we'd only had one lesson. By the end of the run, we were more adept at the whole surfing thing. We loved it. But Pete became a real integral part of our community when we were down there.
He was our acting coach. Really.
He was a mentor, therapist, surf instructor. He was everything. But he also has a beer. Do you know what it's called? It was a pale ale. It was something.
Pete's beer. No,
Surf's Up or something.
Surf's Up.
It was so. Anyway, if you go to Morgan Porth,
King Surf.
go King Surf.
King Surf.
That's the name of his company.
That's the name of his company.
And the beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
This
sure
is
is.
an
Yeah.
advertisement
King
for
Surf.
King Surf.
There you go. It's brilliant. Best beer ever.
There you go. Excellent. I will look for it when I go to Cornwall next year. That's why I asked. It's just to know what I'm looking for. So much to unpack with this show. James, I know you're a producer, so maybe I'll send this to Niamh and James first. What intrigued you about this? Because there is just so much to unpack and so many moral choices and so much kind of human relationships. Just wondered how you kind of reacted, what the first thing you did was when you put the scripts down and what you had to do straight afterwards.
Because James was producing, and we thought, if he's putting his name behind this, it's going to be good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. No, it's the first. It's the first of your company.
It is. Yeah.
And that's very exciting to be the first of something. But also it was the actors that were involved. That's what drew me, and obviously the story. It's one of those ones where you read it and you want to put yourself in that position of going, gosh, what would I do? How would I react?
And they're four great characters, and it's quite rare nowadays to get a character-driven thriller on television. You know, that's rather than it being so plot pointy. They were four great complex characters.
James, for you, what was the lure? Because I know that obviously you've produced this. Because I mean, it's just there's so much to unpack, and the book was obviously very successful. So you have the pleasure of trying to adapt it and having the fans go, I wonder whether they can pull it off and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. In terms of, well, the book was the initial hook, but we read the book 4 and a bit years ago. Kitty and I just set up the company. It was in our first week, I think, that she was sent the book by a book agent. Calls me up saying you have to read this very quickly. We've got a meeting with Tony, JP Delaney, and I think my initial thoughts, both of our thoughts, are that it really epitomized what the kind of work we wanted to make, which was really exciting, nuanced characters, relatable human being, people, actual human beings, but in this kind of mad circumstance, and then having this kind of thriller, almost genre-like feel to it as the story progresses, and it turns into this kind of really impulsive thriller. And so we just knew it was going to be really inherently dramatic, but at the heart of it has this very moral, kind of complicated, uneasy ethical dilemma. And so yeah, it really excited us, the book, and I think that's a great premise for a long journey of development. If you really are intrigued by something, and the four people involved, four characters, then you've got to sit with this whole project for many years, and we were just really excited from the off, and it's paid off. We should also add that we do diverge quite a lot from the book, so fans of the book, some may be disappointed, some will be excited that they're being able to experience it in a totally different way. But Grace did a great job of reimagining this story for television.
When I went to watch the first episode today, I thought, I wonder what their Cornish accents are going to be like. But you guys got to keep your own accents. I guess that was one challenge that you didn't have to overcome.
Shit. I was meant to be Cornish.
Oh dear. Oh,
I was meant to be Cornish. Yeah.
Niamh was Italian. Yeah. No. You can surely say I'm Cornish, no?
You potentially, yeah. I don't know what the Cornish accent like. I'm from North London.
Yeah, I was Scottish. These guys were their own accent.
I was Scottish and you were Irish.
Yeah.
I actually was so glad that I usually always have to do an accent or some sort of physical change. It was actually really nice to be Scottish and just get straight into like the psychology of it. So I loved that.
What's been my time's going to wrap up, but just the final question. There's so much TV out there, and people have to come and kind of get it down to like the elevator pitch to get people to get in and stream and everything else. So what's been your elevator pitch to people, like your friends and family, about what it's about?
Don't swap your babies. Just double check your baby.
Have a wee double check.
Have a wee double check for your baby before you leave the hospital. That's it.
That's
That's the tagline.
That's the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a comedy out there surely where this has happened, where it's just like
This isn't a comedy.
No, not this one.
It used to me.
I feel like in my head there's like a Robin Williams, Billy
James-
Crystal
James
comedy.
has the pitch.
Come on,
Come on, play nice.
Tell us, what's the motion?
We're the producers.
All right, you've got Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Play now, kid.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right, it's about two couples who find out that their babies were accidentally swapped at birth, and it is uneasy dilemma.
Whoa,
I'm
great.
in.
That's good. I prefer the Schwarzenegger and DeVito one. I have to see that.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a twin sequel in there.
Hurtful, but I get it.
They both turn mild down.
Yeah, they turned down well. Danny DeVito has a great Cornish accent, though.
Brilliant. Schwarzenegger's not so much. He's
Yeah.
on here. Look, there he is. Look, it's tied
Yes.
Yeah.
There he is.
tied right in. There we go.
I
guys,
I watched that Batman Robin recently.
Yeah.
It was,
Good.
Mr. Freeze.
yeah, but it was so everyone hated it at the time, but it's fun
Yeah.
to watch it for what it is now.
Yeah, this t-shirt is just so colourful and brilliant. I had to get
Yeah.
That was
it.
a great t-shirt.
Oh, I love it.
Batman.
Yeah.
Good. Guys, I always love speaking to you. Thank you so much for your time. Wish you all the best when the show comes up.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!